Can you guys hear me now? How about now? You can hear me on Instagram. They can't hear me. Ruben, what's up, brother Ruben? They can't hear me on Facebook and YouTube. I got it on StreamYard, so I was trying to multitask for the first time. This is what happens when I multitask. And I had a banging introduction too. Like I was on fire in my introduction. Y'all missed my introduction, man. But all we do is rise up, right? Instagram got me though. Instagram heard me. See, y'all should have been on Instagram. I don't know. Maybe something's up with my mic. Maybe somebody boo-boo trapped my mic. But as I was saying tonight, tell me where y'all coming in from. Write down any questions. Y'all know I'm bad at multitasking, so I'm going to try to come back to the questions. We're going to try to get this thing, as I was saying earlier, Queen Sadai is not feeling good. Keep her in prayers. Tonight is usually our Wednesday night transformational talk with Ray and Sadai. But as you can see, you just got the one half tonight. So we're going to call this tonight Wednesday Freestyle, because I truly believe, if y'all bear with me tonight, I truly believe somebody's about to have a breakthrough. Let's talk about it, right? That's what I say. Let's talk. What are we going to talk about? I don't know, but we're going to flow. That's what the Wednesday night freestyle is all about. So y'all bear with me. But I first want to say this, right? Now, as you guys know, I've been having this tremendous cross collaboration in this amazing thing on Clubhouse. So I've had to tone it back a little bit because I've had a lot of work to focus on, and a lot of relationships have been built. So, you know, I can't spend all my time on Clubhouse, even though I want to, but this is what I'm understanding, right? I'm hearing all this great content. I'm hearing all this great information. I'm here. I listened to a doctor today, John. I can't remember his name, but he's phenomenal. He's all over. He travels all over the world and he speaks, you know, about the mind and stuff. But what I want you guys to understand, all that information is great. Everything that we retain is great. Everything that we get on paper is great. Everything that we learn is great. Everything that we read, we study, everything is great. But I want to tell you guys too, it's time to start implementing, right? We are in 2021, and it's not time to just keep learning. Now, if you're starting, that's good. But if you've already been in the game and you've been thick in the game and you've been building your program and you've been building your courses and you've been building, just like me, writing your books, whatever it is, it's time. It's implementation time, and it's time to put it's time to get up. It's time to go. I don't know why my phone keeps cutting off, but what I'm trying to tell you right now is it's time to implement, right? So the one thing I'm learning about Facebook, right, or about Clubhouse is it's phenomenal, right? But, you know, somebody's asking a question and you're getting 5, 6, 7, 8 different answers. See, and what happens is we get analysis paralysis. And then you hear other people talking, right? I start to hear other successful people talking, and people are talking about, you know, be careful who you're listening to, because a lot of these people could be phonies. A lot of these people might not have the results that you're seeking. A lot of these, and I'm here to tell you tonight, because this is why I say somebody's about to have a breakthrough tonight, right? Somebody's about to have a breakthrough, because so many people will tell you to go out and get started. And they'll tell you you don't have to be great to get started, but you dang sure got to start to be great. And then you got people that'll turn around and tell people to be careful of those that don't have the results yet. So you got to tell me what you want. As a coach, as a mentor, as somebody who is building a business, as someone who is trying to get thick into the game, they're getting told multiple things. So what I'm here to tell you tonight is this is what I want you guys to know tonight, because I swear, like I'm so pumped up, because I believe this year in 2021, you got to stop looking at everybody. You got to focus on one thing, and that one thing is you. That one thing is you. See, we want to serve people, but we cannot serve people. We cannot have a breakthrough. We cannot do what God has called us to do. We cannot implement what we're supposed to do as influencers to impact lives if we first don't impact ours first. So you got to ask yourself, stop seeking for everyone else's approval. Stop seeking for everyone else's advice. You know where to get it. You know how to implement it. Now you just got to put it to the task. right? So there becomes a point in time where we got to stop listening to the advice of everyone, and we got to start listening to the advice of ourselves. If we need a question, if we need an answer to a question we need to reach out for it. But we get so mundane into all you could go on YouTube, you could Google it, you could go to Clubhouse, you could go to Facebook, you can go to pretty much everything that you need to get the answers that you want. But the question is, are you willing to implement it without seeking the same answer from 16 different people? Because the same people that will tell you to go out and make it happen, that you got to fail over and over again, you got to be careful, because they'll be the same people that are telling you you don't have the results. How could you coach someone else? Well, that's what you got to do, right? We got to coach people up to the level we're at. But what we got to do is we got to continue to stretch ourselves. So if you're not where you want to be, good. None of us should be where we want to be. And that's the great thing about what we do. I don't care if you're a social marketer. I don't care if you're an investor. I don't care if you own a brick and mortar business. I don't care if you're a mindset coach, if you're a sex therapist, if you're a brainwave coach. Look, there is something for everyone, but you got to get started. You got to get going. You got to get moving. You got to get the train. I always talk about this. This is one thing that I started to learn, right? Is if you have one of them old cold trains. Have you ever seen an old movie, an old history movie, how they used to have to get these freaking tanks moving, these old trains moving, and you dumping coal, 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 and you putting all this coal into the freaking engine, and it gets that train to move like 6 inches. And you gotta keep, and you gotta keep, and you gotta keep, and you gotta keep. And eventually that thing starts to blow steam. And when that thing starts to build pressure, and that thing starts to blow steam out of the stack, that train gets moving. That train gets going. And when that train gets going, you ain't gotta pour the tons and tons and tons of coal anymore. What you gotta do is you gotta maintain it. See, the thing is when you get started, look, this is not a super 100-meter race. This is a marathon. But when you get started, you got to go after what you say you want. And in the process, you're going to fail, and you're going to fall, and you're going to have to learn some things to implement, even if it's slowing down, right? But what I'm telling you is get started. Stop looking at all the professionals. Stop looking at all the people. I don't care if they're billionaires, if they're millionaires. Yes, they got the results. But if you ain't even built your first $20,000, don't worry about them yet. You can find someone who's willing to partner up with you, keep you accountable for the dreams and goals that you want, and they'll help you get the breakthrough you need. And when you get that breakthrough and you hit that first hurdle, now you can level up to somebody who's got more results. See, what we don't understand is each and every one of them son of a guns, right? Man or woman, each one of them got started somewhere. That's what I want you to understand. I know I keep reaching over here because my phone keeps dying off. I don't know. It keeps saying it's reconnecting and stuff. So you know what? I think I'm just going to get off Instagram. I'm going to scroll up because I can't keep focusing on it, and it's frustrating the heck out of me. But I hope I'm making sense, right? Ooh, man, I got all these comments, right? So what I want you to understand tonight, this is a Wednesday freestyle, man, because I want to set one of you free. I want one of you to be set free. You need to find someone that you can team up with. You need to find someone who believes in you. You need to find someone, right? It don't matter who, someone. But stop looking for the same answer in 73 different people, right? Because each person got their own way of doing it. Look at all the gurus. Look at all the people making money. Look at all the people. I don't care who got results and who don't got results. If somebody's willing to put their neck out there, I'm not necessarily going to everybody, but I'm looking for that person that's real. I'm looking for that person that's authentic. I'm looking for that person that's willing to partner up with me and hit the freaking brick wall over and over and over again. Even when I fail, they help me back up. Even when I fall, they help me back up. Even when I make mistakes, they pick me back up. See, this is the one thing, right? You got to stop looking for other people to tell you it's okay. You got to stop looking for other people to tell you you have to have all your P's and Q's in a row to get started. You have to stop looking for people that tell you that paperwork's got to be dotted properly, that comma's got to be put in the right place. You didn't use the right there. You didn't use the right your. You didn't use, man, I don't give a damn. I'm going to tell you that much, because what I do know is I'll learn along the way. And right now, all I need to figure out is how am I going to get from X, right? How do I start X to get me to Y so I can accomplish Z, right? It's just like that easy sometimes. But we want to get the answers from everyone, right? Some of these people that we're looking to, the conferences, the seminars, look, you can overdo it. It's great to get involved, but are you on that level yet? Do you need that yet, right? You don't need to go to 17 different gurus conferences. You need to find one or two gurus that relate to you, that you relate to, that you can start to build the process. Now, listen, this is duplication, right? Duplicate with the winners have already done. Don't copy, duplicate. That means you study what they do, you implement into your authentic self, and then you apply it into reality. You apply it. And I did a TikTok video today, right? And the TikTok video said this. I was talking about influencers, right? We look at social media and we look at influencers and we look at people that got 1 million following, but they're not impacting anyone. I would much rather have 100 followers and impact 100 of them than have 1 million followers and impact none. See, so you got to ask yourself, who do you want to be? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? And then you got to say this, am I willing to step outside my comfort zone and listen to the one or two people that I know are there to provide for me, that serve me, even if it costs you an investment? Invest the money you have. See, this is the one thing I learned through COVID-19. I learned this. I don't have time. I don't have money. But people are spending 5 hours, an average of 5 hours on Clubhouse. Wait till this thing opens up to the mainstream, right? I believe in it. Utilize it for your relationships. Look, people are monetizing off of Clubhouse based on the service they're providing, right? They're not going in there and saying, this and this. They're not. Look, a lot of those rooms where people are trying to pitch, we don't do that. What we do is we serve, we add value, and then we connect offline where maybe there's a product and service that can be exchanged with some investment included. That's what you got to look at. But what you don't need to do is you don't need to go to 7,000 YouTube videos and 7,000 different people that tell you the same thing in a different terminology because that's what worked for them. So what I'm going to say is find that one person, find that one coach, find that one mentor, find that one thing that you can implement tomorrow morning when you wake up and start charging after it. Even if it doesn't make sense, do it anyways. Do it scared, do it stupid, do it broke, do it however you want. Just freaking do it. And if you've never listened to Art Williams, right? Now, Phil Knight with Nike does the just do it, right? Swoosh, just do it. Art Williams did a 20-minute talk when he was speaking in front of people. And he said, man, just listen to Art Williams' Just Do It talk. Write it down right now. Art Williams' Just Do It talk. It's a 20-minute talk. And he'll tell you, and he's a country football coach who built a huge multi-million dollar business, right? And he talks about people come to him and they say, Art, if I just had this, and he's like, just do it. Hey, Art, if my mom and dad were this, just do it. Hey, Art, if my wife supported me, just do it. And that's what he talks about. Just stinking do it. The time right now is not listen to every single person who's made it. The time right now is listen to your intuition. Listen to your inner self. Listen to the dream that you have on the inside. Listen to the drive that you got. Listen to the will that you have. Listen, your story is your story. You don't need anybody else's. You don't need to listen to everyone else's story. You got one. You got a pain. You got a problem. And you know how you resolve problems? With solutions. The same solutions that you were able to overcome your pains, that you were able to overcome your addictions, that you were able to overcome your abandonment, that you were able to overcome your traumas. You've been there. You've been through it. Stop looking to everyone else and have them tell you how to do it. Implement it. Get into the process. Find a coach so they can keep you accountable for the dreams and goals that you said you wanted. Are you willing to do that? Somebody's about to have a breakthrough, because I believe tonight somebody's been telling one of you that you need to do this and you need to do that and you need to do this and you need to have this and you need to have that. You will. But right now, you just need to open your mouth. Right now, you just need to get it on paper. Right now, you just need to start. Right now, you just need to get it going. Right now, you need to load the damn train with the coal to get that damn thing moving. And as you start to move that train and people see that fire, people see that passion, people see that promise in your eyes, they're going to start to ask you how you did it. They're going to start to ask you what you did. They're going to start to ask you the process you went through. Then you can start to serve them. You ain't got to be a guru to help someone. You got to be a servant leader. You got to be a hungry human, and you got to have a love to encourage, to edify, uplift, and rise people up out of the damn ashes. Because if you wait for somebody else, you'll be waiting forever. So you be the one to make a change. You be the one to make a difference. You be the one to set the world on fire. You be the one to tell yourself that you're able, that you're capable, that there's a promise in you. You be the one to tell people how you made it out of the bottom, how you walked through hell, how you looked Satan in the face and you said, try me, and you kept going. That's what you got to do. You need to cut the anchor off from all the people that are holding you back, all the people that have broken promises, all the people that didn't show up when you were hurting. See, they're going to tell you you can't. I'm going to tell you you can. They're going to tell you it ain't so. I'm going to tell you everything is so. They're going to tell you that you don't have a high school education, and you're going to tell them I don't need one. They're going to tell you people like you don't succeed, and you're going to tell them people like me is why there is success. And you're going to keep moving that train and keep moving that train, because I can promise you this: when you get that train moving, and that train is moving, and the steam is blowing, and the pressure is building, you ain't got no choice but to serve those around you, because you ain't going to be able to keep it in no more. See, I don't even know what I'm talking about tonight, but what I'm telling you is the Spirit is moving in me, and somebody is going to be set free tonight, because you got permission to be a winner. You got permission to win. You got permission to be great. Greatness has already been accomplished way before. Now you just got it. You got to move in it, right? Listen, I'm telling you, I got to drink my coffee. You're probably saying, Ray, you don't need no coffee. You're right. I don't need no coffee, but I like coffee just because maybe it's just a mental thing, right? But I got to calm down. I got to digress a little bit, because I want what I want each and every one of you to understand, right? And I'm looking at each and every one of you like, if I could look at each and every one of you, right? If I could look at each and every one of you in the eyes right now, I would tell you, you are incredible, right? Like I was never told I was incredible until I was 35 years old. I was never told that I had a purpose until I was 35 years old. I stayed stuck. I stayed stuck in with the world. The world had me under its foot. And they put all these things, all this political mumbo jumbo that's not going to impact your home. I want to tell you this. If they ain't feeding your family, if they ain't putting gas in your car, if they ain't worried about paying your taxes, right? They'll take your taxes. But if they ain't doing nothing for you and your home, don't stress about them. Stress about you making it. Stress about how you can get ahead. Stress about how you're going to feed your family. And I mean stress. See, when I talk about stress, there's two types of stress. There's the stress you put on yourself, and then there's a stress that's put on you, right? The stress that's put on you is what the world puts on you. They want you to have anxiety. They want you to be depressed. They want you to stay in addiction. They want you to stay abusive. They want you to stay. They want you to stay in a state of stagnicity because they know that when that God-given gift is awoken, baby, when they know that God-given gift is awoken in you, they know that they don't have you no more. They know that you have broken the handcuffs, that you have broken that chain. You are no longer a slave to your past. You are no longer a victim to your life. You are now the master of your dreams. You are now the victor of your past. Because if you can listen, you've already won. Look at where you've been. Look at what's happened to you. Sexual abuse, homelessness, prison, beaten, doped up, drunk as hell, stuck, lost, abandoned, left for dead, nobody caring about you. You broke all that. You are here today. You are here today. You have put your foot on a solid foundation, and you're worried about what happened when you are a warrior. And a man, the average man with laser focus becomes a tremendous warrior. Warriors keep moving. Champions get knocked back down, but the warrior arises. The champion gets knocked down, but the warrior arises. Are you a freaking warrior? Man or woman? You can be. Put your armor on. Put that breastplate, right? Put that shield on. Put that sword, that word. Know who you stand for. Listen, I posted this today because I was thinking I had some great conversations today. I had some things go on today. Life, look, right? Now I was, because I'm a man, so sometimes like women, I know you don't understand, but sometimes life kicks you right in the balls. That's, as a man, like life kicks you right in the balls, right? And how are we going to react? Right? Denzel Washington said something in the commencement speech one time when he was talking to the college graduates, and it's so freaking powerful. You know what Denzel Washington said? He said, when you go to sleep at night, put your shoes under your bed. So when you wake up in the morning, you got to drop to your knees to get your shoes. And while you're down there, you might as well say your prayers. Whew, man. Do you have a prayer life? Do you meditate? Do you spend time with yourself? Do you know who you are? Do you know whose you are? Do you know the gift that God has granted in you? See, if you're not happy with where you're at, it's because you're not doing what you need to do. If we chase happy, we'll chase the rest of our lives, because happiness comes based on circumstances. But if you find inner peace, if you find joy, even when life kicks you in the balls, sorry, ladies, even when life kicks you below the belt, right? You know how to respond. See, one thing I want you to understand is this. My son's texting me. My son is 18 now, and I think he thinks he's the boss. I guess he really is. He's a good kid. But what I want you guys, listen, I'm not going to be with you too much longer. I'm going to wrap this thing up because I'm super fired up. And, man. But what I want you guys to understand, right? I remember I walked away from a business. Right? I want you guys to know, man, if you guys listen, like this, share this with someone. Somebody needs this. Somebody needs to be set free from their own thinking, right? And the thinking of others. See, this, and I'm being as real and transparent and authentic as I can because I've dealt with this stuff myself. But what I want you to understand is this. People are going to tell you what you're going to do, and you're going to do what you want to do. You can take what they say and implement it, or you can disregard it. It's your choice. Everything we have is a choice that we make ourselves. But if you make the wrong choice, then you're not allowed to point the finger at anybody else, because why? It was your choice. But at the same note, the same time is when you're trying to say, right? Hey, my name is X, and I'm a relationship coach. and somebody says, let me see the results. You know what you ask them? Where were you when you started? We all start somewhere. Stop listening to all these professionals that knock you because you're just getting started. And it's the same damn people that tell you you got to just start. So what is it? Who are we going to listen to? Are we going to listen to that voice on the inside that's telling us to pick up and go? See, what we need to understand is we have the opportunity at our hands. What is it you want? Who has the results that you seek? Find them. Get with them. They're waiting for you. Your life, your future has an expiration date. I want you to know this. Your life has an expiration date, guys. Your life, listen to me, I'm being freaking serious. I'm 41. I'm not where I want to be. So far from where I used to be. So when people tell me, oh, you ain't made $1 million yet. I'm like, how long did it take you to make $1 million? How long did it take you to get your butt up out of the ashes? How long did it take you to stop getting punched in the face, kicked below the belt? Some of us have had some hard damn lives, and it's okay. But tonight, you can make a decision. And when they're telling you what results do you have, you said them results are coming. And when them people tell you, well, who you working with? Say, why? You need help? Be bold. Be bold. You man, look, there's something. There's something that each and every one of you have. I don't know what it is. Right? There's a seminar that you're going to be speaking at one day. There's ladies on this. There's men on this, right? Ladies and men. They have been assaulted as a child. Somebody in their family did something to them they shouldn't have done. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. But I'm going to tell you, it's your responsibility what you do with it now. I'm going to be honest. Do you want to sit with that? Do you want to sit with that? And do you want to play the victim? Or do you want to look at the hundreds and thousands of other people that are out there that need you to overcome that? That need you to break that chain? That need you to step to the forefront, share it with the world, because you're going to break the chains from someone else. See, if somebody helped you in coaching work for you, if they worked on your mindset, your transformational growth process, your leadership development, your personal development, and that's what fired you up, and that's what you want to do, then damn do it. See, what we have to understand is we got one life, and that life has an expiration date. And they are going, just like you, just like me. I don't give a damn what you think you did in this world. They're going to put a tag on your freaking toe. They're going to put a tag on my freaking toe. And they're going to bury us. And they're going to lower that thing into the damn ground. And that tombstone is going to say something about you without saying it. What is that dash going to mean to you? What are the people going to talk about when they're walking around and they're meeting together? Are they going to talk about the broken relationships? Are they going to talk about the fear and how much you dreamed about writing that book? And are they going to talk about the way how beautiful you sung and why you never moved in it? Are they going to talk about the way you could play those drums and you never did it for anybody? Are they going to talk about the way you could speak and you never spoke in front of nobody? Because those are all wasted gifts that God gave you. Those are all wasted gifts that God gave you. Or are they going to walk around? And are they going to talk about the lives you impacted? The curses that you broke? The businesses that you started? The marriages that you saved? The abandonment that they avoided by speaking of nerves? The depression that you were able to overcome because of their worth? The gifts that they gave you? The life that they spoke to you? That's what I want to ask you. What are they going to speak at your grave? What are they going to speak at the after party when you've been buried, when that tag has been put on your toe? See, we just celebrated 1 year of the Black Mamba's death yesterday. And I remember, like, it's like, I'll have to repost it. A couple months before Kobe Bryant died in that crazy accident, right? I did a live video, and it's called The Black Mamba Sets the Tone, right? Kobe Bryant said something one time. Kobe Bryant, when he was being interviewed, this is crazy. You got they put him in a stadium, right? They had a ceremony at a stadium. There were so many people. Why? Because he impacted that many lives. See, when you're an influencer, are you an influence for following? Are you an influence for impact? Because you guys got some lives to impact. You think you got to impact 1 million lives. Your life could be changed with 100 people that you've impacted in your circle. You could live the life you've always wanted. Stop looking for following. Stop looking for likes. Stop looking for people to agree with you. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be dead honest. If they ain't with you, then they against you. If they ain't for you, you know what you got to do. I'm telling you right now. Tonight, you get to choose. I believe I'm speaking to all adults. Adults get to make adult decisions. People want to talk about adulting. Listen, I live in a little community. God bless them all, right? But one thing I notice about little communities is they don't see the bigger picture, right? And if you don't see a bigger picture, the impact that you could have on a smaller community is not as great as you think it is. But when you can go out and you can impact the world, then that can bring back how it can impact your community, because now you got the time, the experience, the money, the know-how to impact at a bigger numbers. But when you come across little places like this, people want to stay stuck. People want to stay in their little bubble. Screw the bubble. It's time to pop the freaking bubble. Get out of the damn bubble and get up into the journey. It's time to start running your race. I posted it today. Listen, stop allowing all the pretty mumbo jumbo stuff. Detach, right? This. Stop allowing distractions to detach you from your destiny. What do I mean by that? The distractions, the shiny objects, the things that are taking you farther away rather than closer to. The people that are telling you, listen to me, do this, you got to do it this way, you got to have this, you got to have that. Listen, all that is a time and a place. Right now, I'm telling one of you, get your butt started. It's time to start. Before you go to bed tonight, I don't care if you write one sentence of how you're going to move forward tomorrow. Get it on paper, tape it to your chest, tape it to your face, tape it to your mirror. Know what you need to do tomorrow to do one thing that's one step closer to where you've never been. That's the incredible thing. One step, one thing closer to where you've ever been. You've never done it before. That's a win. You've never done it before. That's a win. Think about that. One thing moving in a forward direction is greater than anything you've already done. We don't need $1 million tomorrow. We don't need a business plan tomorrow. We don't need a freaking guru tomorrow. We don't need a ClickFunnels tomorrow. We don't need a course tomorrow. We need to take one freaking leap of faith, put it into action, and implement it tomorrow. If it's one phone call, if it's one reach out, if it's one post, if it's one Facebook, Instagram Live, if it's one thing, that's one thing more than you did the rest of your life. It's time to stop with all the shiny objects. It's time to stop with all the distractions. It's time to stop what our wife thinks, what our husband thinks, what our children think, what our aunties and our uncles think, what our freaking neighbors think. It's time to stop thinking what our mamas think, what our papas think. It's time to stop worrying about what the gurus think. It's time. Look, there's a time and a place for everything. And a time and a place right now is to kick this crap into hyper gear. It's time to get started. It's time to get it on paper. And it's time to get going. And stop allowing the distractions to detach you from your destiny. Because you'll wake up in another year, right? And you'll be farther rather than closer to what you said you wanted in 2021. Listen to this. It's going to be February 1st in a couple of days. What have you done with January? A lot of goals, a lot of New Year's resolutions already been broken. The gyms have already emptied out. The diets have already been crushed. Your protein and your nicotine and your alcohol and your weed and all that stuff has already been pissed away by most people. Why? Because a resolution is a resolution. You have to have a resolve. And you got to say, I resolve, which means I'm willing to make a change once and for all. Not that I'm going to kind of try, not that I'm going to sort of do it. Anytime somebody says, I'm going to try, I'm going to say, that's a lie. Because a try means it doesn't really work. You have no aspirations to actually try. You just say it so people stop putting the pressure on you. If you don't want to do it, you tell them I don't want to do it. If you don't want to hit a goal, you tell them I don't want to hit a goal. If you don't want to build a dream, just tell them I don't want to build a dream. But don't complain and don't whine and don't cry when you don't get what you think you deserve because you were never willing to do the work in the first place. Look, I'm trying to be on good behavior, right? I'm trying to be on good behavior. But I really want, because I believe in your worth. You have been through some stuff. You have been through some crud. You have been through the muck and the mire. Eric Thomas said this one time. Eric Thomas said this. Look, this is what Eric Thomas said. It's one of the first things he ever said. He says, yeah, you've been in pain. Yeah, you've been broken. So what? You might as well get a reward for it. You might as well get a reward for the pain you've been in. You might as well get a reward for the abandonment that happened to you. You might as well get a reward from the homelessness that you had. You might as well get a reward from the faces that left you, that walked away from you. You might as well get a reward from the time you spent in prison. You might as well get a reward for the time you spent in addiction. You might as well get a reward for the sexual abuse that you endured as a child. It's time for you to win. And it's time for you to stop waiting for somebody else to tell you you deserve it. And it's time for you to start saying how much you do deserve it. You've been through the pain. You've been through the problems. You've been through the abandonment. You've been through this stuff. Stop looking for other people to approve of you, because Raymond's telling you tonight, it's time for you to step into your greatness. It's time for you to step into the authority that God has given you. It's time to impact the lives by influencing them through every means possible. If it's a book, write the book. If it's a live, do the live. If it's a movie, go produce the movie. If it's photography, put your pictures out there. Start to encourage, impact, and influence people so they can start to live the life that they've always desired. But they need your encouragement, because I can't reach them like you can reach them. So my question to you is, who are you willing to reach out? Who are you willing to be? Who are you willing not to be? What are you willing to lay down? What are you willing to pick up? And what are you willing to do to move your life forward? I can't express enough how much you got in you. The race has just started, and there is an expiration date on your life. Do you want the tag to say, well done, my good and faithful servant? Or do you want the tag say, not used up yet? You get to decide. I'm sorry I'm getting excited, but you get to decide. And you get to know what that tag on your toe is going to say. Because you know what? When we're all dead, our bodies go, but our spirits live on. And what do you want your spirit to do? Do you want it to raise in glory, or do you want it to fall in the fire? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? How do you want to live your life? Who do you want to impact? What kind of generational wealth? Stop being selfish. You have been given a gift, and for you not to give it to the world is selfish. It's not a good character. You are, look, if you choose to lose, that's what makes a loser. If you choose to win, that's what makes a winner. Just because a winner takes losses doesn't mean he's a loser. It means he's got some lessons to learn so he can continue to win. Remember, the champion gets knocked down. The warrior will rise. And I'm asking you tonight, what are you willing to do to get your glory? What are you willing to do to live in your purpose? What are you willing to do to step into God's promises and stop letting the distractions detach you from the destiny that only God can give you? I want you to pray as if it depends on God and work as if it depends on you. And then put your freaking nose to the grind. Put your head down. Put your ears to the only thing you need to listen to. And that's that inner voice in your head reminding you that you are worthy, reminding you that you are great, reminding you that you have everything it takes and you've already endured enough. The pain that you've been in, let's go get some wins. That pain that you've endured, let's go get some money. That pain you've endured, let's go find our significant other. That pain you've endured, let's show our kids what winning is like. That pain you've endured, let's go start that business. That pain you've endured, let's go impact some stinking lives. And I want you guys to know how much I love you, how much I care for you, and how much and how great I think you are, and how much I want to see you win. Now it's your responsibility, right? Now it's your responsibility. My responsibility is to love you, to rise you. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, this is what my motto in life is I'm here to turn tragedies into triumphs through kingdom living, through leadership development, and through the transformational growth process. Because everything we do is an inside job. You fix your thoughts, you fix what you say, and you'll fix the direction of your life. You get to decide. It's your choice. So I ask you, when you wake up in the morning, what's it going to be? Are you going to start to put coal into that train? Even if it doesn't move for the next 3 months, you're going to keep dumping coal into that train? Or are you going to quit? You're going to put your shovel away. You're going to put your face in a pillow and you're going to cry about the things that life isn't working for you. Life rewards those who are willing to do the hard things. Life rewards those who are willing to never surrender. Life rewards those who are never willing to quit. Life rewards those who believe that life owes them a reward. So I'm wrapping this thing up. I want you guys to know you deserve a reward. You absolutely deserve a reward. Let's freaking wake up tomorrow and let's go get our prize. I love you guys. Have a blessed night on this Wednesday freestyle. Next Wednesday, I'm sure Queen Sadai will be back and we'll be on fire. So if you guys, you can send her a message and say, Ray did well. Anyways, guys, I love you guys. Have a blessed night. You already know, right? Put your money where your mouth is. Invest into yourself. The only way you can make money is invest into yourself. Thank you, Cindy. Good night. Good night. Good to see you, Cindy. Brother Charles in the house. Jamie, love you, sis. Heather, love you, sis. Trying to go through if there's any questions. Man. Laura, love you, sis. Sarah Joe's in the house. Brother Matt, hopefully I was able to leave you with some nuggets. All right, so with that, if anybody's got any questions, put them now, because I'm getting ready to. You each and every one of you is super welcome. I'm gonna wrap it up. I think I might lose my voice. Simone, good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. You are very welcome. Thank you for watching. If you guys look, 2021. Look, all I want to say is this. This is your breakthrough moment. This is your breakthrough moment. Right? Stop looking to go under. Stop looking to go over. Stop looking for a way around. Stop looking for an airplane, a helicopter. and go right the hell through that wall. Right the hell through that wall. And if it doesn't break the first time, hit it again. Hit it again. Hit it again. Hit it again. And hit it again. Just like life has hit you, start freaking fighting back. I love you guys. Deuces.